Guys, real quick, I figured I'd drop a video real quick. I went home, as I think you guys knew that. I think I'll let you guys know. Went home to clean my truck out. Sorry. Alright, went home, cleaned my truck out. And then, fuck it. Went home, cleaned my truck out. Spent some time at the house. Ended up taking a few more days. I only planned on staying at the house for about 2 days. I just didn't feel like leaving, so let Trans Am know I was going to take a few more days. They had no problem with it at all. I actually put my notice in, officially put my notice in with them while I was at home. And surprisingly, they took it very well. Which I am working a full 2-week notice. I'm going to turn my truck in on the 13th, 14th at the latest. They have me scheduled for the 13th, so hopefully that's when I get there next Thursday. I'm going to turn my truck in at the Rockwall terminal outside of Dallas, just because I'm a few hundred miles closer to Dallas than I am Kansas City, where I live in Alabama. So I'm going to turn it in there. Might fly back. Right now I'm leaning towards a bus ticket just because it's a little bit cheaper. But anyway, I might fly. I don't know. That's basically it, man. I've been running since I got back out. Picked a load up outside of Birmingham, Vance, Alabama. Once I got back on the road, picked that up. That went to Loveland, Colorado, which is about 30 miles north of Denver. And then I delivered that this morning, about 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. It was a drop and hook. Dropped it, hooked up to a new trailer. They sent me my new load information, and I had about... My 14-hour clock was going to die at 2:30 this afternoon. So, the load that they sent me was scheduled to pick up. It was a live load, scheduled to pick up at 6:30 tonight. So I messaged them. Took them a minute to message back. They were busy today, so I went ahead and called them and let them know, like, hey, I'm not going to be able to get this. So, you guys can either switch the pickup time or find me another load, but I really don't feel like sitting at all. So they were like, okay, we're going to figure out what we can do. I got off the phone. A couple of minutes later, they canceled that load. About 10 minutes later, from that, they sent me load information, which they are deadheading me from where I was in Colorado. I'm going to pick up a load of meat from Tyson in Holcomb, Kansas. It was about 380 miles empty, which I've had it happen a couple of times where I've ran really far empty to go get a load. But usually they try and keep your empty miles as low as possible. But I don't know if they're trying to get me to stay or what. But as of right now, they're looking out for me, man. I'm running. I'm in Limon, Limon, Colorado. The Flying J right here. There's a Flying J and a TA on this exit. Here in, looks like Lemon to me, so Lemon, Colorado, Limon, something like that. So I'm going to finish up. I'm going to get there tomorrow. Once I get my 10-hour break in, I'm going to head there. Chill, wait for that load to, be ready. And then I'm headed to Miami, Florida from there. So, I'm getting really fucking good loads for me being on my 2-week notice. Like I said, I don't know what their intentions are, if they really are just... when I put my 2-week notice in, I asked my driver manager, I was like, are I've heard that when you put a notice in, you do a lot of sitting. Am I going to do a lot of sitting, or are you guys going to run me? She said, no, if you're willing to work out your notice, they'll run you. So, as of right now, they're fucking running me. And she did also tell me that I went about leaving the right way, versus just, don't just fucking go turn your truck in. That's stupid. You never know what the future is going to hold. So, she told me that I was doing it the right way. She said, because I'm working out a notice, I let them know I didn't just leave and quit. It's a walk-away lease. I don't know what I'm going to owe Trans Am at the end. I'm sure I'm going to owe them something. All walk-away leases are not fucking walk-away leases. Everybody knows that. So we'll see. Maybe I won't owe them anything. And if I don't ever get anything from them, I'll make sure and let you guys know. But, yeah, as of right now, man, they're keeping true to their word. They're running me. This next load, like I said, man, almost 400 miles empty to pick up, which you get paid for, which is great. I'm doing nothing but capitalizing off this right here. Because empty, your fuel economy is great. So, it is what it is. But anyway, since I officially have my, I'm sorry, I was distracted by TV. Since I officially have my notice in, I'll go ahead and let you guys know where I'm going. And, I might get some shit for this, but I'm going to explain why I'm going there. So, company I'm going to is Crete. I am going to Crete Carriers. Reason being, I didn't feel like I was really ready for a local job. I still like being out here over the road. The only problem that I had was not being able to go home enough. I'm honestly tired of leasing. I've had about enough of it. I'm getting out of leasing. I am going back company. They don't have a lease purchase program. I don't care for it. I'm going, which I already put this out there, the Southeast Regional. I'm going to be out 12 days and then home for 2. The lady called me today to get everything set up. My orientation is on the 17th. Like I said, I'm going to go home the 13th or the 14th at the latest. Spend that weekend home. Sunday, I'm going to head up to, they're sending me to Lenoir City outside Knoxville. Rental car, already taken care of. The fuel, they said, is taken care of. Which if I have to fuel on the way up there, keep my receipt. They're going to reimburse me for that. I've got the information for the hotel. My hotel reservation is already set up. You're in a room by yourself. Orientation is 3 days. Well, your first day you get up there is a road test, a physical, hair follicle test. Yes, Crete does hair follicle tests. Which I ain't got nothing to worry about on that, man. Like I said, I've been out here for a year now. That's plenty of time. I used to smoke weed, I'll be honest, as most of us probably have. Used to smoke weed all the time. I haven't done that shit in over a year and a half. I'm good on all that. So I'm not worried about any of that. Road test, not fucking worried about it. That's all on your first day. Second and third day, somebody commented on something on Facebook. Second, third day, typical orientation bullshit, videos, information specifically about that company. They pay you $85 per day for orientation, which isn't a lot. It's more than Trans Am paid. And then, because I'm still technically under contract with CRST, they wouldn't verify my employment with them, so I've got to go back out with a trainer, but only for 2 weeks, and that's just purely to satisfy insurance purposes. They pay $600 flat rate each week that you're on the truck with a trainer. So I'll go out. My phone shit keeps popping up at me. 2 weeks, $600 flat. Meant to ask, I don't know if they operate as team operations whenever you're on the truck with a trainer. I doubt that they do. I'm thinking that your trainer is solely there to train you and you drive. It's operated as a solo operation. You're the only one driving. Your trainer's just there to train you, which will be good for my trainer. He can throw whatever the fuck he wants at me. I'm always open to new information, but for the most part, I already fucking know exactly what I'm doing when it comes to driving and shit like that. Now, I will say this because I kind of wished that they would have done it at Trans Am, but I came to Trans Am as an experienced driver. If you come to Trans Am as an experienced driver, you don't go on the road with a trainer at all. Now, you work on their specific, like some companies have Qualcomms here at Trans Am. We have the Garmin units. You work on that in orientation at Trans Am. But to be honest with you, I wish that, because for the first few days at least, it was kind of hard getting shit figured out. Constantly asking questions, shit like that. So, from that aspect, I'm actually not mad about having to go out with a trainer at all. I want to know every little nook and cranny about Crete. That way, when I do get my own truck and I start running my own shit, immediately I can fucking prove myself that I can get shit done and I can get good fucking miles. Then they won't have a problem getting me home whenever I'm supposed to go home, shit like that. So we'll see how it goes. I've got high hopes. High hopes, low expectations. I don't want to overhype it or psych myself out or expect something more than what's going to happen. Every company has its own flaws. It is what you make it. So I'm going to try and make this the best experience that I can. Hopefully it's a company worth sticking around, putting 2, 3, 4, 5 years into. If the money's there, I'm not having to make truck payments finally, shit like that. That's a huge stress lifted off me. So I think it'll be a good situation. We'll find out for sure, though. Like I said, once I go there, my videos will kind of shift more towards Crete. But again, any of you guys that have questions about Trans Am or anything like that, feel free to still ask them. I've met a lot of good people at Trans Am. Even if I'm not able to ask them or answer your questions specifically, I could always refer you to somebody that would know the answer. But I've tried looking on YouTube, Crete videos and stuff like that. There's not a whole lot of stuff out there. So my plan is, once I make my switch to Crete, maybe not so much while I'm training and stuff like that. Like, I'm really going to focus on honing my skills over there for the first few weeks. But probably once I get into the groove of shit over there, I'll definitely start dropping videos on Crete. And I'll make comparisons. If I feel like Crete is a better company than Trans Am, I'll flat out let you know. Or if I feel like Trans Am is your better route, I'll let you know, even though I'm over there. To be honest with you, though, the drivers that I've spoken to at truck stops, just seeing them out on the road, Crete drivers anyways, Crete's doing something right over there. They're doing something right. First of all, a fucking rental car to orientation. Like, Trans Am flew me to orientation. I thought that was dope because I'm used to damn Greyhounds. Rental car, badass. Hotel room by yourself, even better. At Trans Am, you have a roommate. Unless you happen to get lucky as hell and get a room by yourself. Generally, it doesn't happen, though. So far, it's good. They're doing sounds like they want quality drivers, and from the drivers I've talked to, they do their best to hold on to drivers to take care of you. But as I said before, every company has its own flaws. No company out there is perfect, because if there was a perfect company out there, everybody would be trying to go to that company. It just does not happen. It's non-existent. So we'll see, man. I'll let you guys know pay there versus pay here. And like I said, I'm just going to be running a regional account 12 days out at a time, off for 2. I'm starting at 40 cents a mile. Which really, when you think about it, dude, 40 cents a mile, a lot of people's like, oh, that's not that great. But honestly, 40 cents a mile versus I'm making 84 cents a mile here with a fuel surcharge. So it ends up being right around, most of the time, a little bit more than $1 a mile, every mile. But you got to think, man, I'm dropping a truck payment, insurance payments, fuel payments. God forbid something happens to the truck, I'm paying for it. There, I'm not going to have to do that, man. Yeah, I might be making half of what I'm making here, but my money's going into my pocket. That's it. So I'll keep you guys updated, and we'll go from there. So all my drivers that are already out there, stay safe. I saw down in the southeast region they had bad weather today. Down in my neck of the woods they had strong winds, man. Right, the city that I live in, man, they had a system pass through earlier this morning. It had 60 plus mile an hour winds, pretty decent sized hail. I saw over there in Georgia, apparently somewhere, they were getting damn baseball sized hail apparently. So if you guys are down there, stay safe, man. This weather, the season's changing. The weather has been just unpredictable and ridiculous this year. So stay safe. I appreciate everybody watching my videos. Don't think that this is lost on me. As you can tell, I stay out of all the drama bullshit. I try and keep my videos strictly on trucking, Trans Am, and now it's going to be shifting into Crete. So yeah, man, I really do. I greatly appreciate you guys. Don't hesitate to tell other people about my videos. And that's basically it, man. You guys stay safe. Enjoy your days, nights. Get some good sleep. Stay safe out there. Watch these idiots and these four-wheelers. And have a blessed day. I appreciate you guys.